Show me what you're crying for. I'll wipe your tears on up. If you're so taking love, we'll come for you for sure. If we're caught in a wave, I will carry you over. It don't matter where you are, I'll run to your front door. When my head goes in different directions, you know my heart's never on the move. And in the dark times, you don't have to question. Find my heart where we are. You got that emotion that's from my love. It won't keep us apart. You got better all I'm running up, just to get to your heart. If we're caught in a wave, baby, we'll make a way. You got that emotion that's from my love. It won't keep us apart. Shadows play on idle hands. I lose myself if I do, but I find my way to velvet change. I'll crash right into you. If we're caught in a wave, I will carry you over. It don't matter where we are, you're still the one I choose. When my head goes in different directions, you know my heart's never on the move. And in the dark times, you don't have to question. Find my heart where we are. You got that emotion to my love. It won't keep us apart. You got better all I'm running up, just to get to your heart. If we're caught in a wave, baby, we'll make a way. You got that emotion to my love. It won't keep us apart.
That is going to take you to Jersey Shore.
Hi. Welcome to In My Opinion with me, Pro, from the Pro Wrestling Podcast or the Pro Wrestling Show if you're watching on Twitch, which I hope you are. But welcome to the show. I guess I have a lot to talk about today before my guest arrives. Erika.Miller. She will be arriving shortly. Good evening. I got a story for you. Hey, let's not talk about stories in this stream tonight, shall we? I think we should skip the stories there for a little bit. Um, so I posted something the other day. It was you know how I do this on Instagram. For those of you that follow me on Instagram, by the way, thank you. 2,300 going strong, baby. But I know you're just fucking with me, Kenny. But still, so I posted this thing about Jay White saying that he's the catalyst of all these high numbers for the Royal Rumble over the weekend. And for some reason, you guys, not you guys in like particular, but like in general, have this thing where you have to like feel like you have to make a point in my comments, which I'm all for it. See, my philosophy is I welcome all people regardless of their stupid opinions. They can come along and say what they need to say as long as it's not like hurtful or like directed towards anybody, or like if let's say, yeah, like if you question something. I've never claimed to be a reporter. So before you attack somebody for getting information wrong, just letting you know, you can unfollow and just shut up. I don't have I don't need to be reading fucking a whole, you know, the Hobbit every time you guys have an issue with what I write. All right? It's just a caption. I just react to what I see. If I feel like I want to elaborate a little bit more on the story, if it's interesting, I will put it in the caption. Other than that, I take everything at face value. And if I'm wrong, if that story turns out to be like, a total, kibosh or whatever the word people use, I will delete it and I will apologize. But don't sit there and say, like, don't make something out of nothing, I guess. Don't be like, "Oh, well, actually, the number that's not why the Peacock numbers are high, the sub numbers are high. It's because they lowered their subscription fee." It's like, "No, man, I'm positive and I'm willing to bet nobody really watches Peacock unless you're a wrestling fan. There is no reason why it's just a coincidence that the subs went up the same weekend that Royal Rumble was there with all these rumors coming about and The Rock appearing, Stone Cold, blah blah blah. It's like there's no way those coincide. They're just a coincidence. And now I got my cat meowing at me. But there's no way that happened. Just don't be an asshole. Just don't be an asshole in my comments. Like, I've seen other people attack my friends too for what they have to say. And like, why can't we just like see somebody have an opinion? I mean, you could totally, I don't know. See, this is the problem that we have in like society as a whole. People say if you don't like something, just ignore it. But if you really feel like you need to say something, say it. It's a free country. You got freedom of speech. But then, like, not everything that you see has to have a fucking retort. Like, you can totally just look at something and move on from your life. Say, oh, that kind of makes me mad, but I won't let it bother me. Like those guys in my comments, like I had, you know, I was contemplating before I sent, the messages out uh to see if I was in the wrong, whether or not I should reply back. And I'm glad I didn't, and I'm glad I didn't get anybody, you know, that uh that satisfaction of me replying back to them. And I'm glad I have friends like from the Knucklehead Network and Kenny and Gigi and Lay to like if if I'm being attacked, like I know they have my back. And attack maybe is more as a dramatic word because I'm not like getting attacked, but if I feel like something's not right, and people are just like making accusations, false accusations towards me, then like, and what I said wasn't even that bad. So what I said was, and Peacock subs are going up. That's all I said in the caption. And for some reason they took that and they were like, "Oh man, that's not why Peacock subs are going up." And like, I didn't even give a reason why Peacock subs are going up. I just said Peacock subs are going up. Talking about you, Joey G. Who's Joey G? But it's unbelievable to me. Like people like that are the reason why last summer I took like a month break because man, I was getting so burnt out with like so many people just commenting, and it was never it, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how some of these people do it in the in that realm, like of being a wrestling news source and not having to deal with a bunch of crazy guys, like a bunch of weird ass people. Like I don't understand how they handle that. And I guess part of it is like you call them out on their bullshit or you ignore them. Now I might take the Sean Ross Sapp approach and call them out on their bullshit, but um I really just don't care like that. Like what I'm saying? I don't have the energy to really give a shit. Like if you have a problem with me, then you don't have to you have a problem with what I post. Don't comment it. Just DM me next time. And we can hash it out. We can talk it out like adults. I'm pretty sure most of us are adults that most adults follow me for the most part, I would think. So we can talk about it. Like I did it last time when I had my facts wrong. Somebody said, "Oh, you forgot to add this and this." I messaged the guy and I said, "Thank you for letting me know. I will delete the post." I hold myself accountable for everything. So, Eric, what's going on, man? Welcome in, Eric Douglas. Hi, how are you doing today? I'm doing just great. Awesome. How are you? Welcome to In My Opinion. But yeah, my guest is going to be arriving shortly, I hope. And you'll never believe what the topic is for today. You guessed it, CM Punk. And we might talk about a little bit of story. By the way, that's one thing I'm probably going to ask my guest today. But for all of you listening, are storylines important to you in wrestling? Is that like a universal thing that everybody agrees upon? Or is there some people that agree with me that storylines mean jack shit as long as the match is good? Now that's where I'm standing. That's where I'm standing in my how did you become a Punk fan? Well, it all started back in the year 2006. Saw him on that revamped ECW shows, and I liked his I really liked his like, what do you call it? Not giving a shit attitude, because it was something that I wish I could have done with some people in my life, and it just caught on. And then ever since then, I've been a punk fan. Um, until 2014. Well, I mean, I was a punk fan after 2014, but when he left, I stopped watching wrestling until like 2016. So, but yeah, let's move on from here because my guest has arrived. So everybody, please welcome Erica.
Hello. I was
Yo,
laughing.
what's going on? I understand your beliefs, but I need a reason to care. Which for me, he come from okay. So you're talking about the storylines. Yeah, the storylines. You, I mean, I don't need a reason. I guess I don't really need a reason to care. Like I can look at a match, I can see these two people, and that will give me enough reason to care. Like if I see a Brian Danielson, Takeshita, I'm like, yes, that's awesome. Let's move on with the match. I don't need this whole 2 year drawn out bloodline shit every time somebody has a feud. Like it just to me that's too much. Um but hey, how are you?
I'm great. What did I just miss?
I just came You just came in from me ranting about all my comments that I get on Instagram because what I get is I swear to God I what do you call it? I gravitate people gravitate towards me and they're all fucking weird. Like it's just so yeah, it's just so weird.
Oh, I,
Um
I get it.
Hi Erica, how are the rabbits?
That's great. The rabbits are great.
But yeah, so we came on here and we were obviously we've been talking for a little bit about doing this episode. Um and one of the topics, the main topics, as you guys can see that we wanted to talk about was our good old friend CM Punk and why he gets like hated from
For no
everybody
reason.
for no fucking reason.
Literally, come on. Uh,
So actually, just for people that don't know you in my chat, how did you become a punk fan?
honestly, I don't remember. So
Hmm.
I started watching wrestling like end of 2011, and Randy Orton was my favorite for like probably like the first 3 months, and then I don't remember the first match storyline whatever that CM Punk appeared, but I was like that's my guy, and ever since then just been my guy.
Now,
So I
have
don't
you
really,
ever been to Chicago?
yeah, well that's where I met him. I flew there by myself. I met one of my friends there, but like I was petrified. I'm like I'm going to like the dangerous city in the world by myself. At the dangerous airport because my friend was like, that's like one of the most dangerous airports in the world. So I'm like Googling it. How dangerous is I don't even remember which airport it was. And I was like, oh no, no, no. I'm so scared, but it was so worth it. Even if I would have died, it would have been worth it.
Erica, you were probably the mom of the group when he when he fought it with the elite. Um, no, I saw the picture and I saw all the videos and I was like, I'm jealous of you because you have a legit one up on me because you've actually like interacted with the man.
Yeah. Yeah.
So uh this is like an ongoing competition. But I have to ask you, so I have this ready. Um
Ooh.
did you try the chocolate ice cream bars?
No.
Oh, well,
Well, where was I
hey.
supposed to get one of those?
How you
Okay,
like
so
that?
we're like tied.
Are we? And then I got this signed picture right here.
Okay, I have that
Of
same
him.
picture.
Okay, whatever.
I have. Never mind. I don't know where it's at. Never mind.
What? I mean, you can go get it. Go ahead and
No, it's
prove me
cool.
wrong. Were y'all fans of his UFC run? Let me
Can we
let me
not
hear it.
talk about that? No, I'm kidding. Sure.
Yo, okay, so that's a good segue, right? Because everybody when he arrived brought up that UFC shit. And I'm gonna be honest, that shit is like wrestling fans have a way of taking like one talking point and just repeating it over and over again. Case in point, Seth Rollins. Like he's not a wrestling fan, he's a wrestler. But you guys don't know, like over the weekend during Royal Rumble, somebody just like from Wrestling Inc. randomly asked him the question, "Hey, do you see Phil Brooks back anytime soon?" And he replies, well, go ahead, Erica, take it away. What did he reply with?
Some bull crap response that nobody needed to hear for the 20th time. And I just think it's obnoxious. The guy that asked him that question, I don't know if you know this because I found this out from another person. The guy that asked him, Seth Rollins, that question is the same guy that started the whole thing at All Out, the whole blow up.
He's the one that talked about Scott Colton.
Yeah. And people are like, well, he didn't ask about Scott Colton. No, like he literally, I could have, well, even if he didn't, like he was associated with him. So he's going to go up to the microphone. You're automatically going to assume that he's going to ask something about him.
So this guy's like a certified shit starter.
Yes. It's the only way that his channel will get views. Like, you could just blame it on that.
Like, it was just so out of left field for me.
Yeah.
Like, granted, I didn't watch the whole interview, but like, where the fuck does CM Punk fall into that? And then, like you were telling me, afterwards was like, he just lives in people's heads rent free.
Yeah.
Like constantly. And I saw the people saying, well, they're both jerks. And then I go, well, you know, to be fair, CM Punk has never claimed to be a good guy. He's never had. So I guess he'll own that shit. You know?
I mean, and that's what I feel like the people that like him for that reason. Like, right. I always say, like, we're not going to act like none of us would, if somebody is like talking crap about us and like spreading lies about us, we're all going to sit here and act like we wouldn't speak up or like draw attention to it. Like he's a professional. I get that. But like at the same time, we would all act the same way. So.
How did you feel when he brought up Cole Cabana's mom's bank account, though?
Oh, I thought it was hilarious.
Me too, man. Like I've been telling people. So people say he took that too far.
No.
And I'm like.
But people, like, that's the thing. Like, people are missing the point of the whole thing, but they'll just pick at, like, what they want to take from it. Like, right. He sat there and said he offered him money. He said no. First of all, I don't understand why I just don't understand why he expected money. He posted the podcast. Like, the whole thing, I can't, it just, like, blows my mind. But people don't get it. Like, they just want to listen to what they want to listen to.
Right, yeah. Like, they're cherry picking everything. And then, so what bothers me about this whole all-out, brawl-out thing, too, is that I don't know what to believe because every story that has come out about that thing has, like, contradicted itself.
Right.
It's like, first they knocked on the door. Then they broke down the door. Larry was involved somehow. Like, somebody got bit. The only fact that came from that whole thing was that Ace Steel got, like, fired.
Yeah. Which, honestly, that's wild. It's not wild. Like, I don't care. I could not care less about him. But I guess he did bite somebody. So, I don't know.
Larry did? Or Ace?
No, Ace Steel bit Kenny.
He bit Kenny?
Yeah, like, you didn't know that.
Like, there was no pictures. It's like nothing. Like, you mean to tell me there's like no cameras in the back?
That's what who was not videoing this? It would have been hilarious. Like, no, it was Ace that bit. That's why he got fired. I'm like positive that's why he got fired. I guess I shouldn't say, but he's the one that bit Kenny on the arm. I feel like when they came back, you could see it almost. Like, I swear to God, let me look it up. I'll have to send it to you then. Like, I'm almost positive you could still see it when the Elite returned. I think it's great. I think it's hilarious.
He'll forever have a mark on Kenny Omega.
Right. Can't relate.
All right. Well, okay. So let's pivot away for a little bit. We'll get back to CM Punk, even though that's the main topic. Eric asked, did y'all see Ricky was at the Rumble? I won't ask you about that. Well, I did see that, for one. 2, did you watch the Rumble? 3.
Oh, there's 3.
Yeah. What did you think of it?
Yeah, so I watched the men's, and then I had to go to bed because I was going to work. But I caught up in the morning, and I don't know. I feel like the lack of surprise entrances was disappointing. I feel like it was just hyped up, and then it was like nothing. And what else? There was something else that really bothered me. Oh, it was like the whole thing was so predictable. Like I just feel like you knew what was going to happen the entire show. But
That's
the ending,
the problem I had with it too.
Yeah.
The whole pay-per-view. It's like people saying it was good, and it was like, well, yeah, it was everything you expected.
Yeah.
Literally everything you expected. So I would hope it was good. The only thing I think that was actually really, really good about it, well, not really, really good, but just good, was the Sami Zayn thing.
Oh yeah. I feel like I knew
but
that
even that got drawn out.
Yes. Yeah. Like, I don't know.
Like I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, hit him with the chair. We know what's gonna happen. Hit him with the chair. I don't know.
He made up for a little bit of it, but then like Nia Jax, like that's embarrassing.
Oh yeah,
it's embarrassing. Oh man.
Did you like Chelsea Green coming back? And
yeah, I hope they don't like drop the ball because I feel like they've dropped a ball like with everybody they brought back so far, except Cody.
Like, Cody got like the fucking silver spoon of everything.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay,
I don't know
what's your take on Cody?
See, I never like didn't not like him, but like I wasn't hyped about him. And then in AEW, I was like, he's kind of like the thing is, everybody when he was in AEW hated him. That's where I'm not understanding. And then it's like he's rumored to be back at WrestleMania, and like I was at WrestleMania, so I'm just like sitting there like I really don't I don't care if he's here or not. Like people only cared, I feel like, because it was the first major star from AEW to leave AEW for WWE. I feel like that's why a lot of people cared, because nobody cared about him before. So where's everyone coming from now? Like when he was Stardust and everything, like nobody.
Oh yeah, I don't know where that came from either. Yeah, you're right. It's because that he's like the first ever to go back, and people recognize that. But like, kudos to him. I guess he's doing a lot better over there. And one thing, so my take about him is I love his wrestling. I love that he's so passionate about what he does. I just hate how dramatic he is. Yeah. Like I can't stand this crying at the camera every 5 seconds, jerking your head to fight the tears, and like you always have to have this like grand stage. Like he was number 30 in the whole Royal Rumble, and he was the only one that got like all this fucking lights and pyro, and stood out there and had to slowly take off his robe to show everybody that I'm better. Dude, we had like 15 video packages showing us that you were already better. We get it. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I like him. It's not that I don't. I never not liked him. Like, don't get me wrong. I just don't. I was not up his butt like everybody was when he was coming out of WrestleMania, and I'm like, I know why you all care. Like, I know why, and it's not because you care about him or you like him. Like, it's because, I mean, there are some people that do. Yes, like I'm not gonna say that's everybody, but the mass majority definitely. I feel like just came out of nowhere because he's the first person to cross back over.
Yeah, Kenny from the call up says, yeah, I think if he wasn't in AEW and just came back from like Impact or New Japan, people wouldn't really care. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't I don't understand. Like now, ooh, voice crack, bro. My voice has been cracking all day. I was at work today, trying to like uh tell people about like obviously you know what I do, and I was trying to hand out like citations, and I was telling them, okay, you got to do this and this. I'm like, oh god, I'm sorry.
That's hilarious.
So if my voice cracks a little bit, I don't know what's wrong. I think it's dry. But
I was
going
gonna say,
back to what I was saying, um, yeah, we constantly had, you know, I mean, who do you think? What do you think about this whole bloodline thing? Or let me ask you, because I asked somebody earlier in the chat, right? Are you that kind of person that likes storylines, or are you like the kind of person that just like matches for the sake of matches?
and to a point, I guess I like both. I feel like a nice mix of both is where I stand. Like I like how AEW does random stuff because you don't need to have like this drawn out 6 month long storyline just to have something mean something. But then like when they did CM Punk and MJF, like that was just like really perfect. So when it's there, it's there. But like if it's not there, it's fine. I guess if that
I was
makes sense.
kind of hoping you would say, you know, the latter. Like, no, I don't need a storyline just to help
I
me out
mean,
here.
I don't need a storyline. Like that's why I like when AEW just throws some stuff together. But I also like when they do storylines, I feel like they're good. A lot of them are a little drawn out, like the bloodline thing. But I have honestly not paid attention to that as much as everyone else. Maybe the last like week.
Um, yeah, I completely forgot about that CM Punk and MJF dog collar match.
Yeah.
How do you think it would have played out if CM Punk never got like suspended or whatever or hurt? Like how do you think that would have played out with him and MJF?
I don't know, but I feel like they it probably would have been better than the first time they did it. Like they could have done something a lot more. I don't know. I feel like MJF would have beat him still.
Yeah. Like but I'm thinking like, you know, obviously MJF had to beat was it Moxley
Yeah.
to get the belt, right? I feel like it would have been a nice period on their rivalry if that shit would have never happened. Oh, and
Yeah.
another thing, like when that happened, everybody was criticizing Tony for not speaking up about shit. And I was thinking to myself, because the next Wednesday, he said, oh, we're vacating the titles. I feel like you got to have like a lot of balls to do that kind of shit.
Yeah. Yeah, that was wild, honestly. But I'm glad he didn't. Well, I guess it wouldn't make sense. I'm glad he kind of was like, okay, all of you are out and not just like CM Punk bye. I think he was being like, I don't know.
But then the Elite go ahead and just win them. Yeah,
Yeah.
win them back anyway.
See, I like
So
that. So like I'm not mad about it, but I feel like a lot of people I don't know. I feel like a lot of what CM Punk was trying to say is like very true. And a lot of people speak up about it, but then like there's a lot of people that don't.
it's like people are surprised that he's the way that he is. Like he's
Right.
been like that his whole career. Like
Yeah.
he's just been like outspoken. Like y'all remember the pipe bomb? I'm trying to think about like how is the pipe bomb okay, but what he said in the what he said in the scrum wasn't.
Yeah, that's
When he's talking about how Vince McMahon bullies kids and shit,
totally
or
different.
bullies his wrestlers. So they put Isla Dawn and Alba in a tag team. Oh, are you talking about NXT? Holy shit!
I was like, wait, I don't know who they are.
I was like, we were talking CM Punk, and he's like, oh yeah, in NXT there's tag teams. Oh,
I was yeah. I don't catch up with NXT a lot.
do you
Roxanne,
watch a lot of WWE?
no. I do for like our watch longs on like our podcast, but I really don't pay attention that well.
Okay.
I mean, it's
So
hard. Like I haven't not found a wrestler there that I really stand behind like that. I can watch every week. Like when I was growing up, I would not miss anything because I wanted to watch like Randy and CM Punk and them, but then like I just feel like there's nobody there that really. I mean, Seth Rollins, but that's it. Like you can watch that on YouTube and save 3 hours of your life.
Well, according to my friends, this is the best. You know, they're doing the best thing that's ever. It's the greatest now, because it's nothing but they're making movies. They're not talking about wrestling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just not into that as much. Like I stopped watching wrestling in like 20. So that's my rabbit. Sorry.
Oh.
I stopped watching wrestling in like 2018. I'm gonna mute him if he doesn't stop. In 2018, and then I didn't start watching until 2021 when I went to AEW live, and that's when I kind of started getting back into it.
What was your first show? Yeah, go ahead. You can fix your rabbit.
He has a thingy that he's throwing around. I was just gonna take it, but he stopped. Sorry, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I got my cat that constantly meows in the background, and I have to take care of that. It's fine. We're not, you know, it's fine. It's not like anybody's really watching anyway. But fucking, what was I gonna say? Sorry. I think we might need to take a little bit of a break.
You said your first something. I don't remember.
Oh, I totally forgot what I was talking about. Yeah, okay, your first AEW show. I mean, what was that like for you?
Like in person?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. So it was like 2021, I think. Yeah, and it was in Pittsburgh. So they had terrible towels made for Brit. They were handing out like free AEW t-shirts like to people standing in line. It was wild because like you don't get that anymore. So they were like doing all that stuff, and I was like, oh, this is sick, like whatever. And we went in and like I got to see Billy Gunn and them. So like I really like Billy Gunn. I don't know if you know that.
No.
But I got to see them and like I got pictures with them and stuff. And the show was amazing. I was learning. I knew a lot of the people because I did peep AEW like off and on, like who was there on their Twitter, stuff like that. I knew some of them, and then I like learned a lot about all the other people I didn't know. And that's also where they did the first episode of Rampage, but they did it on Friday. So I like drove home and then drove 3 hours back to Pittsburgh on Friday to watch the first Rampage, which was great. And then the Rampage after that, CM Punk appeared. So something must have worked.
So you went to the first Rampage?
Yes.
Live?
Yes.
And I got to see.
I don't remember what I saw.
Okay.
I've been to so many after that I just.
Right. No, I think that was the same one where Kenny Omega and Christian had an Impact title match, and Christian won. You remember that?
I don't.
Okay.
I would honestly be disappointed in myself if I didn't, because I do like Kenny. I watched a lot of New Japan before I stopped watching wrestling because I really like Kenny. Of course, like all my favorites hate each other, so it's like a big ball of yay. And I would have remembered. I feel like I would have remembered, but you might be right. I'm just a fake fan. I'm just.
Kenny says, "I do." I think he remembers.
Okay, so it's me. I lied because I could like at Full Gear. I was super excited because I never got to see Kenny in person, and I was like freaking out. And here I've already seen him. Oh man, I'm so embarrassed.
Wow.
Wait, this can't be true. Like, is this right?
Yeah, that's right.
Oops.
Yeah. No, you're all good. I mean, that was only like probably their best episode.
They're only good episodes.
Yeah, their only good episode because Rampage has been kind of, besides the Punk one. Did you? Oh, so wait, did you say you went to the Punk one?
No, I wish I would.
Oh,
literally.
Oh, that's funny.
Did you go? Yeah.
I think I beat you. Yep, yeah. I got to see him come back.
I would honestly like. I don't want to say what I was gonna say, but I would do anything to be there in that moment. Like I probably would have bought it. You know the guy bawling in the picture? That's me. Like that would have been me.
Oh, I wouldn't say I was in tears. Okay, so here's a little story about the reactions that everybody had. Obviously, I was hyped up. I wasn't crying, but I was on the verge of my eyes watering because I couldn't believe I was in this moment at the time. But in the distance on the right of me, I could see a fan
Oh no.
get up from his chair, climb up the 3 steps, and approach a air conditioning unit. And as he's looking at it, he proceeds to punch the shit out of it and
What?
starts screaming. And he's just going,
What? Was
he's
he drunk?
punching it out of excitement. Oh yeah, I'm sure he
Okay.
was
I
drunk as
thought you
fuck.
okay. Excitement, I get. I thought you were gonna say because he was mad.
No, he was so happy that he started punching an air conditioning unit.
Did he get in
And
trouble?
all you hear is yelling in the background. Me and my sister are like, they were like, anyways, yeah. He's like, he's out there. It was so cool.
That's great.
But everybody was so hyped, and obviously, I think you've heard it on YouTube. The pop that he got,
Oh yeah.
yeah, being
Yeah.
there, I couldn't hear afterwards. So
If I had that moment like on my phone as if I took it, I feel like I would watch it every day. Like just to be in a good mood.
just
That
to
would
say, like, I was there, I got to see it, and my friend actually, he was there too, and he didn't tell me. He had better seats than me. He took a picture of CM Punk doing his crisscross applesauce.
yeah.
Fucking awesome picture. Like he captured it where you could see obviously Punk doing the crisscross and then like a sea of fans. And
Oh
it just looked like if the Pope was talking to people.
yeah.
Like
That's
it
awesome.
was so cool.
Were they selling the t-shirts when you went in? Like did you like already know before?
No, so he came out and he took off his sweatshirt, and then that's when he said, "Pick up your t-shirt. Say I was there."
Oh
Right? So, I don't know if you ever been to the United Center.
no.
So, that shit's shaped like a circle. Okay? So, the line from the t-shirt place was all the way around the United Center going out the parking lot.
Oh my god.
I said,
Sure.
I'm good. I'll just get it online. And then when I went to go get it online, the site broke.
Yep. Yeah, but yours like the ones online didn't say I was there.
Yeah, I know. So I
You just took your L and went home?
yeah, I did.
Why would you do that?
Because I'm not waiting 12 hours in a line
Well,
to
they
get
probably
a.
would that anyway, honestly.
Listen, I can just tell people like I was there.
I get yeah, because you got the ice cream bar.
Yeah, I got the ice cream bar, which they sold again over at All Out, and then I got a video of me freaking out while he's coming out. So
Nice.
yeah,
I'm jealous. I would have loved to see that. I honestly did not expect myself to ever fly to Chicago because he was from there. Growing up, I always be like, I'm gonna move to Chicago, like I'm gonna live there. And my dad, he would be like, you're like literally insane, and I'm like, no, like I'm being 100% serious. So then when I went, I'm like obsessed with this city. Have you never heard of C2E2? That's where he was.
I'm from Chicago. Yeah.
Okay, well, the fact that you weren't there and I was is kind of like making me think that you're a fake fan. So no, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. So that area, like we walked because me and my friend Malcolm went and he had met me there, but we just like walked around. We had some good ass pizza. I'm gonna tell you something. Like I would fly there tomorrow just for that pizza.
Where'd you go? Giordano's?
No, I don't. I could not even tell. Like
You
I'd have to
don't.
look at the map. It was like the closest one to where the event was, but it was good.
Mm, I bet. We have the best pizza in the world. Better than New York's.
I
Um,
never had pizza in New York, so
I
but it
never
was.
had a pizza in New York either, to be honest. So,
Oh,
hey,
we
what's
were.
going on, young wolf?
Oh,
Welcome in.
I was like, what? Um, but yeah, I flew in the morning and we left at night, so I didn't have like time to really.
So, first impression, what did you think of the city?
I want to go back and have like time to actually explore. because I really liked it. Yeah, I like cities. I don't know.
Like
I'm
cities.
good. People think that I'm just insane for saying that, but like I don't even care.
But even though you said earlier that it was the most dangerous city.
Well, that's what like okay, me by myself flying, like walking around the streets of Chicago. Like, tell me that's safe.
No, it's not.
So
It's
you
not.
see what I'm saying? Like, I know it's dangerous, but I'd still live there because it's cool. And CFI lives there.
Just don't take any trains.
Yeah, no, we Ubered. Actually, we Ubered to the pro wrestling tees building, not knowing that it was permanently closed.
Oh
It
yeah.
was-
Oh, you went there recently?
Yes, like it was so bad because we got done meeting him, and that's all we went for. So it was like 11 a.m. Our flights weren't until like 7 or 8. They were off a little bit, so mine was earlier. But we had nothing to do. Like we went there. We tried to find like cute little stores to get like Chicago shirts at. Like it was so bad. We probably spent so much on Ubers trying to find places that were like open and like real. It was bad. It probably added up to the flight total.
It was bad. Oh
But it
my
was fun.
god.
I had a great time.
Yeah, yeah. Did yeah, you should have been there when the pro wrestling tees was open. So
Where are they
everybody
at now?
thinks it's like this. Well, the nowhere. They're just a factory now.
Oh.
Yeah, they totally just stopped letting people come in. They didn't have any. So everybody thinks it's like this big place, but when you walk in, it's pretty small. So you would have been like this, like 50 other people inside the shop. Because when we were at All Out, me and my buddy, we went inside. He was looking around for like 25 minutes trying to find a t-shirt, and I found one, and then I realized, oh shit, I'm broke. So I didn't get one. But yeah, it was pretty crowded, and it was hot because it was the summertime.
Yeah.
So,
It was
but
also.
hey, if you come to Chicago, you got to go to All Out.
Is that coming there again?
Yeah, it's always there. It's always here.
Oh. When is that? Do you know off the top of your head?
Like September 3rd.
I want to like because I want to like I would so do that. A pay-per-view in Chicago, that's a dream. Let me see.
Like, yeah,
That's a Sunday, right? They do them on Sundays.
I think so. Typically,
I can't ever remember. I'm literally off that weekend. I'm going. I don't even care.
like that'd be a sight to go. And then if you do come, like, make sure you bring somebody, obviously, because
Oh yeah.
it's dangerous. But yeah, just try to explore the. Make sure you get time so you can explore the city a little bit more. But yeah, I'm excited for this year because I was telling you earlier, like, Dave, you got to come out to Vegas or Double or Nothing. I was just in Vegas, and I wish I would have, kind of waited and did that. Bought some tickets for Double. Are you going to Double or Nothing, Young Wolf? We'll wait for him to answer. But what are you looking more forward to, like, this year as far as going to shows and stuff?
Honestly,
For
I
you?
don't know because I usually have a lot more planned than this. I only have Pittsburgh coming up. Last year, like I had Mania. I went everywhere last year. Like I've probably been in more states last year than I've ever been in my entire life. Like I said, I'm hoping so.
What's your favorite state to? What was your favorite state to be at so far, if you were to say?
Honestly, Columbus.
Columbus.
I went there. So, my friend Johnny, the one that's on our podcast, he lives there. So me and then Marissa, his girlfriend, we flew there for the show that was coming, and we stayed there the weekend. And it was just like I loved the cute little town. There was a wrestling like bar. Like they had wrestling themed drinks inside. Like, do you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that like we went there and it was such a great time. I think we had the most fun there, but like Dallas was also a vibe. But
Damn, you went to Dallas too?
yeah,
Wow.
like I was everywhere. But
No, yeah. Columbus is fun. You ever been to Cincinnati?
No.
Okay.
I'm like that
So
was like 5 hours for me, so.
so I think for me, I went to a lot of shows in 21. 22 not so much. I was saving up money. This year, I want to scratch off like a bucket list
Yeah.
of like AEW shows. Like I want to be able to go to well, not every state, but at a reasonable
Right.
time, I want to be able to go to like every show that means something, I guess.
Yeah. Well, that's how it was for me like last year because they were on the East Coast like all year. So I had went to like I think I forget what it was. I think I went to Ohio and then I went to like all in the like 3 week span. Then I went to Pittsburgh and then I went to Philly, all like in a row. And it was just like they just kept coming here and I'm not gonna miss it. And then Grand Slam was like 2 weeks after all of that. And it was just nonstop. But I love that. I
Please tell
think
me you didn't go to Grand Slam.
I did go to Grand Slam.
Damn it.
Why is that bad?
No, I wanted to go and I got sick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no. All my pretty much everybody like Kenny from the call up. Uh, he's from New York, so we were supposed to have like a whole thing, like get together, and um, go ahead and like I was supposed to get a hotel and everything. How was that though?
Oh, it
Like
was fun.
like it looks like Arthur Ashe is always like a big pay-per-view event, and it's just a regular show.
Yeah. I mean, I thought obviously it was definitely way bigger than their normal thing, and it was full. Like I was surprised because it's like this is just a normal Wednesday show. Like this isn't a pay per view, but it was great. It was a fun time, and I did not know that Soraya was coming at all. Like that was not spoiled. I don't know how it didn't
Okay.
get spoiled for me because I always find stuff out like that, but I lost it.
Yeah, that was crazy. Oh, so you were at that show. Okay.
Yeah, that was that Grand? That was Grand Slam, right?
That
She
was
came out.
Grand Slam, I
Yeah,
think. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm tired of y'all getting the shows out there on the East West Coast. West Coast needs some love too. You just had two
Yeah,
shows.
that
And
was a lot out there.
you were at that Jay Briscoe thing, Young Wolf. You got an excellent show. What are you talking about, man? You know what I got? Thanksgiving. Ooh,
You
awesome.
know what he got all out, which turned out to be the worst night of our entire lives.
Yeah, I did get all out. And you know what's funny? On my drive home, I didn't even know all that scrum shit was happening.
See, I didn't. Well, I did. I was on YouTube, but on live, and my friends like I in the group chat. I'm like, guys, like I'm scared. Like I was so scared. I'm like, you guys don't even understand. I was like, you need to turn this on right now. And everyone just lost it. And I'm just like bawling. So the day after that, we drove to Wyoming, which is a very long car ride. I'm like in the back of my
Yeah.
dad just bawling the whole 21-hour drive there because
You
I'm
actually
just
cried?
I didn't. Yes.
Okay.
um just because like I was just very frustrated with everybody and I hate when people like hate on him.
Oh, me too, though.
It
Me
just makes me
too.
sad and people just like wouldn't stop. And I'm like, this isn't right. Like you guys just want a reason.
Let's see. What does that say? Erica, do you think
Soraya.
Soraya will take Jamie Hayter's championship?
Um,
Uh,
I think more. I don't like her more, but I like her as champion more.
I like Jamie Hayter a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
uh,
yeah.
yeah, she's great. Yeah, I love her as a champion. Um, West Coast had some great shows, yes, but we need pay-per-views, bruv. What?
Well, are they
Okay.
doing the pay per view that was just there? Wasn't there just a pay per view there?
I swear there was.
Or what was
And then
there?
he just mentioned Vegas. Isn't that the West Coast?
That's true. Um, That's very true. What was just there though that was big?
Probably the Jay Briscoe thing.
I thought there was something else. When people, oh no, okay. I guess it was just me. It was I'm thinking of the night that people thought.
Oh, Mercedes. Yeah, that was a big thing. It was like at the Kia Forum.
Yes. That was,
Yes.
but it wasn't a pay-per-view, so I get it.
Logan Paul does a better buckshot than Punk. There's also a fucking huge age difference, Young Wolf. And he's never done that move before. So of course it's not going to look the way that you want it to look. He botched it. Yeah, I'll admit that.
Everything is always perfect.
Huh?
I said not everything is always perfect.
Right. Yeah. And I think me and Erica could agree with that. Like, he's not God, but shit, he's also not Logan Paul, like the most athletic guy in the fucking world right now.
Right.
So, and what buckshot did he do? I'm trying to understand.
At the Rumble, because I knew I saw
That's
him
not a
do
buckshot.
What?
That's not a buckshot, is it?
No, he did, because I saw it and I right away I'm thinking, oh, here we go. People are gonna start like digging CM Punk for this now.
They always do that, and they always say the same shit. It's like buckshot or the UFC. It's like,
or he said this about Cole Cabana's mom.
yeah.
I don't care what I literally don't care.
It's like, oh, the UFC shit gets me because I'm like, how many fights you been in? How many UFC fights you been in?
If somebody was paying me that much to get my face smashed in, sure. Like, he made more money that night than he probably did in the like previous year or whatever.
Right. I just needed to get that one out. As far as God level tier, Ibushi is coming back. That's right. Kota Ibushi is coming back. People are really, really hyped about that. We might get a Golden Lovers reunion.
Golden Lovers reunion.
Who have you met more, the Punk or Gun Club?
Oh, the Gun Club. I've only met CM Punk twice.
Oh.
I knew you were gonna make a face, so I was like,
oh, twice.
The first time I don't count the first time.
Why? What?
Because I was like, I think I was like 15. I did cry. So my picture, everything's just horrible. I didn't say anything I needed to say. It was just not a good time.
What were you going to say?
I don't know, but I know that I didn't get to say it. Like, I didn't say anything. Like,
did you say it? What did you say the second time?
Makes me cringe.
Oh, you got it? You're like this.
I had like very light brown hair. The outfit did not go together at all. That was part of it too. Like, it was just everything just was a disaster. I hated it all.
My favorite is when like me, for instance, I would go to Warrior Wrestling and it'd be like super hot in the building and I'm wearing a sweatshirt with my podcast name on it. And next thing I know, the lights come on, the show's over, and I want to go take a picture with somebody, and I don't know what I look like immediately. So once they take the picture, you could just see like my hair is all greasy, and my eyes are like shot like this, like I got bags underneath my eyes, and I look like a fucking crazy person. I'm like, oh man. So don't feel bad. What's that?
I said after show pictures are awful.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Like, I've been screaming and like sweating and my hair's all curly, and I felt bad because I forget what happened. It was actually at the Ohio show. The Acclaim just had thrown the Gun Club in the dumpster, and I was so mad. And like, I'm freaking. I'm like so mad. And these guys came up to us and like wanted a picture with us. And I was like, look at me. Like, I'm literally sweating. I don't want to get a picture with you. I look terrible. But I did because I felt bad. But I It definitely looked. I'm glad like whoever it was, I don't even know who it was, never posted it anywhere because it was probably scary.
Wait, this is a random guy?
Yeah, because he knew us from TikTok.
Oh. Oh, you guys are big
Yeah.
on the TikTok, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back in my day, we had Vine.
I mean, I still had Vine.
Oh,
But you
okay.
gotta stay up with time. Like TikTok, you can just promote so much stuff. Like
Can you
I feel like
though?
especially
I feel like
you
it's
get
such a
on
hit
there.
or miss.
I mean, if you get on there and flex your like CM Punk comment, I'm sure people will like pop off.
Be like, yeah, that's right, guys. It's me. I'm the guy that made him say duh. And they're like, that's old
in my
news.
TikTok thing. I put that.
Did you?
I put. I forget what I said. I had to look, but I put something about that in it because I was like, people are gonna look at it and be like, "What?" I put hopping on the pro wrestling podcast, the first person to get any word out of CM Punk. Sorry.
No, you gotta send me that. Oh man.
I screenshotted it.
That's dope. You should have put like it should have been you like on green screen and then like you pointing at the
Oh, I put the picture there.
Oh, did
I
you?
have. This is so funny. I feel you got to get on. Like I'm telling you, TikTok. It's like so worth it. It's so silly, but it's so fun.
The thing is, like, do you think something like this would gain any traction because of TikTok?
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, we had.
I feel like you have to have a certain personality, and I don't think I have that.
You don't have a personality.
I don't.
That's sounded so.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No,
I'm just saying.
No, because I mean, we didn't start our podcast until after we grew on TikTok.
Oh,
I mean, granted,
really?
like TikTok famous. I think I have like 17,000 followers, and Marissa, my friend, she has like 40,000.
Jeez.
And her boyfriend is almost to 10. Yeah, we didn't. So we started TikTok, and people were like, "Oh, you guys are so funny. You should do a podcast." So then we did that, and the people were like, "Oh my god!" Like we were like not to be that person because like I'm not. But we were like making out really good with it, which we didn't expect at all. So like we like streamed a lot to get. Is it affiliate with Twitch that you need that you want to get? I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it.
That. So like within the month, like we were ready to apply, but then like the viewers went from like we were getting like 100 a night, and then right when we were going to apply for affiliate, it just like tanked. So we're like, we have everything we need to apply. We're just gonna wait. We're trying to wait until we get like views back up. But granted, we're still
it.
No, it's yeah.
Nobody ever wants to, go every time I say, "Hey guys, if you got a Twitch, go on over there." People are like, I'm good. I don't need to go over there. But
well, you just
no, that's awesome. TikTok is the way to go.
Like I don't even know what you like. You just use the sound and like you come up with stuff that fits wrestling. And I don't know. People like that. I don't know. It works.
Fair enough.
You don't like not gain anything. You can't lose anything from it. So that's how I look at things, I guess.
You know that guy Suplex?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Do you follow him?
Yes.
Huh? He's on TikTok. Wait, see, I don't want to be that guy.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't want to be that guy because he does a lot of like relatable content. Like, and I think that shit's corny, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. I mean,
but
you could just go on there and like rip people new ones, and it works. That's what Marissa does. Like she gets on there. I mean, you saw her on the podcast. She gets in there and like just rips people apart, and people love it. It's
Dude,
great.
I know it's a little hostile sometimes. I'm afraid to say the wrong thing. Like,
She's great,
like I'm
honestly.
afraid to say Ricky Starks is the best, and I'm gonna get like,
Oh, Donnie loves him. So,
what is that?
boyfriend Johnny.
I'm sorry. What is that sound?
I don't know. What was it?
I'm hearing like a rattling sound.
I didn't hear it.
Okay.
Was it me? It might have been. I don't
It
know.
might have been. I'm not sure. It sounds like something's hitting your mic.
Is it still?
No, it's gone now. I think it's
Oh,
whenever
okay.
you
I was
do.
like, I don't know.
No,
I don't
you're
know what it was.
fine. Alrighty then. I think what I'm gonna do is call it, unless you got something else you want to talk about.
No, I don't think that. I think I got it all out.
Okay. Well, if you don't mind, please let everybody know where they can find you on social media. Plug
On
yourself
TikTok?
on TikTok. Yeah.
Simply TikTok. And my TikTok name is that. Wait, am I pointing in the right direction?
Yes.
Okay. Because you get it, like, Juice World. I kind of stole his name.
I did like Juice World, so
Same. Rip. So that's that, and our podcast and everything is in the bio of my TikTok. So it's just a lot easier to do that than say every single thing that I have. You know what I mean?
okay. Yeah. Also, if you guys really want to go give her a follow, I put her link tree in the description, so
Oh,
all her
boom. See,
stuff
you
is
already
there.
said that I already have to do my TikTok.
Okay. All right. Well, on that note, everybody, I think we're gonna call it. From me, the pro. Why did I do that? Why did that just happen? Go away. What is happening? Please stop. Thank
Don't
you.
put that ever again, please.
I won't, because this is over. Um, if you want, I'm gonna play this video. If you want, you can stick around. If not, it's cool. But on that note, peace out, everybody. I love y'all. Bye.